Hi, today I want to talk about my very first film camera and still my everyday go-to, the Pentax Spotmatic. The Pentax Spotmatic was released in 1964 and was one of the first SLRs with TTL. The SP, which is what I have, has speeds from 1 second to 1/1000th of a second, 1/1000th of a second, had speeds from 1 second up to 1/1000th of a second, and bulb mode, with the light meter supporting ISOs of 20 up to 1600. Later versions added a hot shoe for flashes and supported ISOs of up to 3200. The focusing is all manual on the Spotmatics through a pentaprism viewfinder and a microprism focusing screen. And here it is, my first film camera, which my mum sent to me in 2015. She had no idea if it works or not, she just found it and thought it would be cool to send it to me. I took it to a local camera repair guy and he said the 1/1000th is a little bit slow and the light meter's broken, but generally the camera works perfectly fine. So I downloaded the light meter app and ran a roll of film through it. Here's a few of the shots from my first roll of film. At this point in the film, I want to slightly defend the Spotmatic series. I feel like Pentax 35mm SLRs get a bit of a bad rap due to the K mount. Georgie boy, Gorgeous George, Gunsy, Gorgo, George of Negative Feedback used the K1000 to represent Pentax SLRs and gave it an OK rating in his tier list, based mainly on its lack of available lenses.
There's more on offer in the grand schemes of things. So for that, I'd have to put the K1000, putting it off in OK.
While it's true that the K1000, a very popular Pentax camera, as well as the MX, ME, SF, and basically anything that isn't a Spotmatic, does use the K-mount lens and is quite limited in its number of available lenses. The Spotmatic series, however, uses the M42 mount, which you'll find on Yashica, Fujica, Olympus, Zenith, Voigtlander, Mamiya, Contact S series from Zeissicon. There's a lot of really good lenses. There's actually over 1,000 lenses in the M42 range and some incredible glass. Where was I? Right, my story. In 2015, I was touring around Canada with the Pentax Spotmatic that my mum gave me, always in my bag. A guy I was working with found out that his parents had an old Spotmatic in their attic that they hadn't used for a few decades, and upon learning about my interests, decided to gift it to me. What lovely people. And it was this, a black-bodied Spotmatic SP with a 135 3.5 Super Takuma lens. Absolutely beautiful thing. And the light meter works. So with this, the 50 1.4 from my original one, and I picked up a 24mm 3.5 along the way as well. This 3-lens kit and a black-bodied Spotmatic have been with me to a bunch of countries around the world and have never done me wrong. Final thoughts. It is a solid piece of kit. I love it. It's really satisfying to use. Maybe there's nothing particularly special about it, but there's also absolutely nothing wrong with it. And they can be pretty easily found for about $50 US, with a 50mm 1.4 lens on the body. So if you're looking for a new SLR or you're brand new to the film photography world, I strongly suggest that you consider looking into the Spotmatic series. And that's it. Let me know down below what you thought. Drop a little thumbs up, maybe subscribe if you're feeling frisky, and I'll see you next time.